Hello everyone, welcome to Pandas. So today's session will be moving towards the concept of your time delta. So as the keyword suggests is like a time delta, it will be talking about, now we are talking about time and a data. So in a Pandas also we have a lots of inbuilt or predefined keywords to work with the time delta. In technically we call a time delta object represent the durations and difference between your dates and time, which means that with the help of time delta you can go with the differences in time. You can take a note, like if you want to go with the time delta you can go with the differences in times, as well as you can go with the differences in units. Not only the time, in a units you can go with the differences. For example, you can go with the days, you can go with hours, minute and second. In a time, what happened, we can go with the date, day, which day it is or days it is. It will be Monday or it will be Tuesday. So the weekdays or weekends, that Monday to Sunday, so that you can go with the time delta. Not only the days, you can go with the hours. It will be the 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hour, like whatever the hours, you can go with that particular hours. Then you can go with the minutes. Minutes will be the 61 to 16 minutes, as well as the last one, that is your seconds. You can go with the second, 60 second, 30 second. You can find out all this duration in a different type of ways. So possibly we can have a positive and negative, because they can be both. Whenever we use this hour minute, we can get the positive as well as you can get the negative perspective as well. So this is the two things in a time delta. What we use is, that is your integer and string. So we call integer is by passing an integer value. Integer means what? One, we have one, two, the numerical values, right? So all the numerical values comes under integer. So when you pass the integer value with the unit and arguments, which create a time delta object. So when we pass this integer value, then they create a time delta object. So that is the main thing we created. Now, the same way when it comes to string, that time we pass the string literal, where we can create a time delta object. Like when with the help of string literal also, we can create this particular time delta. Let's see the syntax first, how we have to create it in with the help of integer as well as with the help of. When we use this particular two things, so how we have to take it. So suppose you want to use an integer with the help of time delta, how we have to take it. Take as a sample how we have to take in it, like just how we are doing the importing first, then comes to that time delta, where we are using this the syntax, that is time delta. First we are having pandas dot time delta. Inside that you have a units, or you have like, because it's integer, right, you have to go with hours or units. So those things you can give, and the units you can give the seconds or hour, or you have second, hour and minute. So this is how we are using for the integer. Particularly when it comes to string, when what we do, we just go with the pandas and then the time delta the same way, except this units and all we are writing here, like your, like 4 days, 30 minutes. So this is how we are using it in our time delta in a Python or in a pandas concept. Like just it is for the differences of your durations of time. So mostly just remember, whenever we work in this particular time delta, it will be play with the time and days, time and the days both. So when you want to find out all those things, we use this time delta. So I hope you're clear with the theoretical aspect of your time delta. So let's understand the practical way, how exactly it is using and working directly in a pandas. So for now, we jump to the Jupyter notebook directly to understand that. Okay, let's move to importing first. So import pandas, pandas as PD. So importing is done. Pandas as PD. Importing is done. When importing is done, we'll see the first one, that is your integer one. integer, how we have to use it for the time duration. So when you use this, just go with print. Just I'm just seeing that how we have to use. PD is my element. So then we can use it this time delta. So we can use this particular method time delta, delta. Inside that you can pass the how many like hours, how many things you wanted. So I needed 10 hours. So that is the 10. And the units you have to give that. You can go with a minute as well. So for now I'm just giving the hour. So if you run this is 0 days and 10. 10 this is hour. So the same way if I take it this one, I'm just taking it, I'm giving here the pasted, and where the 10 is there I'm just giving here 10, it's fine. And here not hour, I'm just going with minute. So you can observe it comes to the minute. The same thing when I copied it, I just want to change it with the second, I'm just changing with the s. When you run you will get in a second. So you can observe it how it's changed in a timing, right? So basically it is doing the changes in the timing. So this is what you can use to do the changes in a time deltas, and with the help of your integer. Particularly it is used for your integer. And now let's move to see the with the help of string how you have to do it. Okay, so let's move to see the string. So it will be for string, and already we imported, no need to import, just we go with the print. Inside the print you are going with the pd dot your time delta. Inside the time delta here, because we are using string, it will be double quotes or single quotes. So I'm taking is 5 days, 5 days, days, 5 days. And how many hours, I can give the hours, that is our 5 hours. You can run this, you can observe 5 days, 5 hours is there. Suppose I want to do the changes in this particular area, I'm just going with the print 5 days, 5 hours, 60. So you can go with this particular thing. So with the 5 days, 5 hours, then you can go with the 15 minutes, and my NUTE is 15 minutes, or your 15 second SECONDS seconds. You can run it, you will get this particular thing. So you can observe that 5 having a 5 days, 5 hour, 15 minutes, 15 seconds. So it is updated. So this is how we are using time delta in a course. When you run this particular things also, it will be working. So you can observe that 5 days 0000, because only we put days. So this is how we are using our time delta in the help of integer and string. Thank you.